You know those days when your body feels like it's on fast forward? You wake up already tense. You're checking your phone while brushing your teeth. Messages, deadlines, family stuff, money worries. By 11 a.m. your heart is a little too fast, your jaw is tight, and even tiny problems feel huge. You tell yourself, I'm just stressed, like it's no big deal. But inside, your stress hormones, mostly cortisol and adrenaline, are running the show. They speed up your heart. They mess with your sleep. They push you toward junk food and doom scrolling. They make your brain think everything is urgent, even when you're just trying to eat lunch. Here's the good news. You don't have to fix your whole life to calm your body down. There are a few habits that can literally lower stress hormones in a few hours. Not in a your life is perfect now way, but in a I can finally breathe again way. In this video, I'll walk you through 3 simple habits that drop stress hormones in hours. One that uses your breath, one that uses movement and light, and one that uses your mind and connection. You don't need special equipment. You don't need to disappear on a retreat. You just need to send your brain and body some different signals. Let's start with what stress hormones are actually trying to do. Why your body is not the enemy. Cortisol and adrenaline are not evil. They're part of your survival system. Imagine your brain saying, something might be wrong. Get ready. So your body releases sugar into your blood for quick energy, tightens your muscles, speeds up your heart, sharpens your focus on threats. That's useful if you're running from danger, but not so great when you're just trying to reply to emails or sit in traffic. The real problem is not short bursts of stress. It's staying in stress mode, hours, days, weeks. That's when you feel wired but tired, snappy with people you love, unable to switch off even when you're finally in bed. So our goal with these habits is simple. Tell your nervous system, we're not in constant danger. You can stand down now. Let's start with the fastest lever you have, your breath. Habit 1, the 4-6 breath reset, 2 to 5 minutes. Most people think, I'll calm my breathing after I feel less stressed. Biology works the other way too. When you change your breathing, your brain changes how stressed it thinks you are. Shallow, fast breathing from your chest equals something's wrong, stay on high alert. Slow, deeper breathing from your belly equals we're safe enough to relax a bit. A very simple pattern that helps drop stress hormones is called 4-6 breathing. You don't need a mat, candles, or perfect posture. You just need 2 to 5 minutes in your lungs. Here's the idea in plain language. Inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Exhale gently through your mouth for a count of 6. That longer exhale is powerful. It activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest side, and sends a signal through your vagus nerve that it's okay to wind down. What this does in the next hour or so: lowers your heart rate, eases muscle tension, helps cortisol drift down instead of spiking higher, clears some of that buzzing feeling from your head. You can use it before a stressful meeting, sitting on the toilet at work, yes, really, in your car before you walk inside, in bed when your mind is racing. 2 minutes won't erase every problem in your life, but you'll notice, even after a few rounds, that your body feels less like an alarm, more like a human again. And that tiny bit of calm makes the next habit much easier. Habit 2, light plus walking equals stress hormone drain. Picture this. You finish work, your brain feels fried, your shoulders ache, and you collapse onto the couch, phone in hand. That's what most people do. Your stress hormones? They don't really get a release. They just keep circling. Now imagine a different scene. You step outside. You walk for 15 to 30 minutes at a comfortable pace. You feel the air on your face, see the sky, the trees, the ugly buildings, anything that's not a screen. That tiny change does a lot more than it looks like. Movement and daylight together can help burn off some of the extra adrenaline and sugar released by stress. Lower blood pressure. Signal to your brain that the threat is over. Stabilize your circadian rhythm, which helps sleep and lowers cortisol later. You don't need to power walk like you're in a race. Even a gentle walk where you can still talk is enough. If you can do it outside in daylight, that's best. After a stressful chunk of your day, even better, without scrolling your phone while you walk. Your brain will thank you. Think of it as giving your body a drain for stress hormones. You got activated, now you're physically moving that energy through and out. And honestly, there's a small emotional bonus too. At some point on that walk, you'll probably think, okay, maybe today isn't completely terrible. That tiny smile you feel at that moment is a sign. Your nervous system is already shifting. Habit 3. Offloading the stress story so your brain can let go. Sometimes your body isn't the only one holding stress. Your mind is holding tight too. You replay the argument. You imagine future disasters. You keep a mental checklist of everything you didn't do. From your brain's perspective, that means the threat is still here. Keep the stress hormones coming. To drop those hormones, you need a way to offload the story in your head. To move it from a spinning loop into something your brain sees as handled enough to relax a little. There are many ways to do this. Here are 2 that work surprisingly fast. Option A, the 10-minute brain dump. Grab a notebook or a blank document. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Write down everything that's worrying you, everything you're angry about, everything you're scared of forgetting. No structure, no good grammar, no trying to be wise. Just empty the mental trash. Then, under that mess, write 3 very small actions. One thing you can do today. One thing you'll handle this week. One thing you're going to let go of for now. What does this do? It tells your brain, we're not ignoring this. We're organizing it. It moves your stress from vague and everywhere to concrete and on paper. That shift alone lowers the constant alarm feeling, which means cortisol can start to fall. Option B, one honest conversation. Humans regulate stress through connection. Talking to one person you trust and saying, I'm actually really overwhelmed today. I'm scared about money. I feel like I'm failing at everything. Does something your body can't do alone. It gives your nervous system proof. I'm not carrying all of this by myself. In response, your brain often releases chemicals like oxytocin, which literally soften the stress response. You don't need a 2-hour therapy session, although therapy is great. Even a 10-minute honest voice note or call can help your body believe, I'm not alone. I'm allowed to relax a little. And when your mind believes that, your stress hormones finally get permission to come down, putting it all together so you actually use it. So, you now have 3 habits that can drop stress hormones within hours. 4-6 breath reset, 2 to 5 minutes of longer, slower exhales. Light plus walking, 15 to 30 minutes of gentle movement, especially outside. Offload the story through a brain dump or an honest conversation. Used once, they give you a short-term sigh of relief. Used regularly, they train your brain and body to stop living in crisis mode all the time. You don't have to do all 3 perfectly every day. Here's a simple way to start. When you feel that tight chest/buzzing mind, do habit 1. After your most stressful block of the day, go for habit 2. Before bed, when your brain is replaying everything, try habit 3. Will this erase every source of stress in your life? Of course not.